Always remember, never forget. But look ahead, you gotta look ahead. Always remember, never forget. But look ahead, you gotta look ahead. But look ahead, you gotta look ahead.
We gon' leave the past in the past. We gon' leave the past in the past. Before our kingdom come, this is the last. Before our kingdom come, this is the last. That's why we ain't trying to rewind it. We ain't trying.
We're in the book of Luke, chapter 4, verse 18. The Spirit of the Lord is upon me, because He hath anointed me to preach the gospel to the poor. He has sent me to heal the brokenhearted, to preach deliverance to the captives.
Preach deliverance to the captives. Go ahead.
And the recovering of sight to the blind.
And the recovering of sight to the blind, right? Because our people are easily bamboozled over here in America.
That's right.
Right? They believe in all type of lies, man. Christmas coming up. They just had them a nice brawl on Freaky Friday. What is it called? Black Friday. Right. Black Friday, our people got loose as a goose, and now Christmas coming up, and they gonna fall in line with those lies as well. Read.
To set at liberty them that are bruised.
Hey, brother. Hey, who need liberty that's bruised in America? Who need freedom in America? Huh? That's what the Bible is talking about, the so-called blacks, Hispanics, Native American Indians, man. All throughout this Bible, man. Our slave masters used it against us, man. That's why they wanted us not to read it, man. This is talking about us. Start from the top again, bro. Let me read this one scripture for you, bro. Let's hear this out real quick. It's going to tell you who it's talking. Read.
St. Luke, chapter 4, verse 18, the Spirit of the Lord is upon me, because He hath anointed me to preach the gospel to the poor.
He anointed us to preach the gospel to the poor. Who is poor in America? Blacks, Hispanics, Native Americans.
He hath sent me to heal the brokenhearted.
Brokenhearted in America is the blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. Go ahead.
To preach deliverance to the captives.
Who need deliverance? Who is captives in America? We got all, right? Ain't nothing changed since we got off the slave ships, man. We still captives, man. Only thing changed is they took the yokes of iron off our neck. That's prophesied in Deuteronomy 28th chapter. Bruh, that's talking about that we the Israelites, bruh. All through this Bible speaks of Israel, bruh. They say we're black and Native American, African Americans and Native Indians and Puerto Ricans, right? But you can't find those words in the Bible. Those are bywords that came upon our people, right? Because we were cursed by the Most High God because we kept not His law, statutes, commandments, right? And who are we following now? We following the ways of America, right? This is why we're being punished, man. So it's time to come up out the way. Not like the Christian church. They don't keep God's laws. That's why we're still in the same condition. That's why it's a church on every corner, bro. And we had no progress. We still at the bottom of society. So we just share some information with you, and you can share it with the family. Let them know that you found out your nationality. You are so-called Israelite. No, you are Israelite. What's your father's nationality? So-called black. Your father or a Jamaican, Haitian, what? Jamaican, so you would be from the tribe of Benjamin, according to God. So yeah, man, share that information with your family. We got a school on the back of the flyer, right? And we got classes Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays, man. You know what I'm saying? And we out here every weekend. You know what I'm saying? Trying to preach deliverance to the captives, man. Right? All right, bro. Go ahead.
And recovering of sight to the blind.
Right. Our people are blind, man. They don't know. They don't know where they're going, man. They're going to and fro with these lies, man. Tossed with the wickedness, man. Go ahead.
To set at liberty them that are bruised. To preach the acceptable years of the Lord.
Right. To preach the acceptable years of the Lord, right? And the acceptable year of the Lord is nobody knows. Only the Most High knows Himself. Christ don't even know. Let's get Romans 13:11 now. Now let's get Romans 13:11. Hey, how you doing, brother? What's your name? You don't got time? What's your nationality? Just tell me that.
I know the people they talking to. I know the people.
What's your race, your ethnicity? You're Spanish? You think you're a Spanish settler. See, that's not our people. You don't even know you're an Israelite. You don't got time for it. The Most High gonna say the same thing when you go crying for salvation. We don't got time for it. Go ahead.
Romans chapter 13, verse 11. And that knowing the time, that now it is high time to awake out of sleep.
Our people got to wake up, man. Our people got to wake up. They think they don't have time. They're good, man. They say they're good. They're blessed. We hear it all, man. We be out here week in and week out, man, preaching this word, man. We out here preaching this word week in and week out. We hear it all, man. Everybody's blessed. Everybody don't have no time for God, right? Everybody just want to go about their simple lives, right? What you think, man? What you think, man? Yeah, finish reading, bro.
For now is our salvation nearer than when we believe.
It said for now that our salvation. Who is the hour? Who is the hour that is talking about? That can't be talking about everybody. Go ahead.
And that now, knowing the time, that now it is high time to awake out of sleep. For now is our salvation nearer than when we believe.
See, our salvation is nearer than we believed. Right.
St. John 4:22. Ye worship, ye know not what. We know what we worship, for salvation is of the Jews.
Right. And the reason for bringing this scripture out is because everybody thinks salvation is universal. It's for everybody. We think God loves everybody. We think God is going to bless everybody. We think God is going to rapture everybody into the kingdom of heaven and live as one big happy family. But that's not the case. Everybody can't be kings. We got to have peasants, man. We got to have slaves. We got to have slaves, servants and handmaids. So to you so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native American Indians, you can only choose to be a king or a queen, and that's it, man. You can't choose to be a servant. Ain't gonna be no more serving. Our people don't got the time for the Lord, man. They don't got time for God, man. Let's get 1 John chapter 2. Let's get 1 John chapter 2 real quick. I'll give it to her. Get 1 John chapter 2. Here you go, sister. 1 John chapter 2, verse 4. Right. Yeah, we just want to share some information which you can take back and share it with the family. How you doing? What's your nationality? You black? So-called black? Right, because we know that black is this right here, right? We're different shades of brown. You know what I'm saying? According to God, we're from the nation of Israel. If you're so-called black, so-called Hispanic, or so-called Native American Indian. And we out here to teach our people to repent and keep God's laws or die with America and these other nations and all the wickedness that come with it. That's what we out here to teach, right? You believe in that, sister? That God don't play, right? He is not all love, right? You know God? What you know about God? He's your father, and he wants you to do what? Give me Deuteronomy 10 and 12. Give me Deuteronomy 10 and 12. He wants you to do what? We're going to show you, though, sister, because that's why we out here. We out here to teach our people that they're more than just Negroes, you know what I'm saying? And real niggas, you know what I'm saying? We're the chosen people of God. Right, and God requires us to do something.
Deuteronomy chapter 10, verse 12. And now, Israel.
He said, and now who?
And now, Israel.
Black man.
Israel.
He said, now who? Israel.
What doeth the Lord thy God require of thee?
Go ahead.
But to fear the Lord thy
He just
God.
want us to fear him. Go ahead.
To walk in all his ways.
Some of them.
To walk in all his ways. And to love him. And to serve the Lord thy God with all thine heart and with all thy soul. To keep the commandments of the Lord. To keep the commandments of the Lord. And his statutes which I command thee this day for thy good.
For your good. We got to keep the commandments of God for our good. Why? Deuteronomy 76. One more scripture. We check this out. This is why we got to keep the commandments of God. Israel only. Because God only deals with the nation of Israel. He don't deal with everybody. I know you're not heard in church that God loves everybody. He's all love. But you got how many emotions? You get mad, sad, glad, you know what I'm saying? Hate you. Sometimes you even hate somebody if they make you real mad, right? God got those same emotions. He's our creator, right?
Deuteronomy 7 verse 6. For thou art an holy people unto the Lord thy God.
We're holy people unto the Lord thy God. It say for thou. That's possessive. His only people. Read.
The Lord thy God hath chosen thee.
So he chose everybody.
The Lord thy God hath chosen thee
He chosen thee. Go ahead.
to be a special people unto himself,
Go ahead.
above all people that are upon the face of the earth.
So it ain't no 50-50. God wants us to be chosen people above all people on the face of the earth. A nation of kings and priests. You know what I'm saying? He didn't want us to run around and be like Young Thug or damn Lil Wayne. He didn't want us to and be like Beyonce and Cardi damn B, right? That's not how the Most High God told us to conduct ourselves. Let me give you a law real quick. He told us to keep laws, statutes, and commandments. Right? Let me give you a law that he told us. Let's go to Deuteronomy.
Bring it out.
This for the women. And he talks about the men too. He don't only deal with like talking to the women. He deal with the men too.
Deuteronomy 22 and verse 5. The woman shall not wear that which pertaineth unto a man, neither shall a man put on a woman's garment.
And don't we see that in the rap industry? Men putting on dresses? That's a woman's garment, right? Can we all agree? Now what's a man's garment? What's a man's garment? Thank you. When you have to use the public restroom, right?
Yeah, so I
what I'm saying?
understand you can't go to church. I can't go to church with pants on, but that being said,
That's not scripture? That's not law?
2018 where... Okay,
See, you said 2008. Wait a minute. You said 2018?
I'm not going to go to church with pants on because that's how I was raised.
When you get married, all right, say for instance, if you was to get married, right? What you gonna put on? You gonna put on your tuxedo?
No.
You see what I'm saying? All right, but we want to do what we want to do. We're supposed to do what God said. We're not supposed to do what we want to do. Let me get Romans 3 and 4. Let's get Romans 3 and 4. Let me shoot you this real quick, sister, because I see where you're going. I understand what you're trying to say, but then again, I can't follow what you say because God gave us direct orders and commandments. You see what I'm saying? Let's read this real quick. Romans 3 and 4. Romans 3 and 4, right. Romans 3 and 4.
God forbid. Verse 3, for what if some did not believe?
What if some didn't believe this Bible? Go ahead.
Shall their unbelief make the faith of God without effect?
Go ahead.
God forbid.
Say no. Go ahead.
Yeah, let God be true,
Say let God be true.
but every man a liar.
But every man a liar. When they had the feminist movement, when they told sisters they can wear damn pants and they're equal to a man.
I don't never. Let me
hold on. Can I finish my statement real quick? They say when the feminist movement came, they said that women are equal to man, right? And women can wear pants. That's what the feminist movement was about, right? But what did God say? We're gonna make God be true and every man a lie. We can't. Let's get Jeremiah 17:5. Let's get Jeremiah 17:5. We can't listen, man. That's what we're trying to teach, sister. But you understand, sister, right? God wants our sister to be modest and dresses. You know what I'm saying? And the men pants. You know what I'm saying? And keep His commandments, sister. And repent. That's all He wants. And then you will have everlasting life in the kingdom, right? So make sure you keep your commandments. We got a school in the back of the flyer too. You know what I'm saying? If you want to learn more, right now down Temple Terrace, right? Hold on, sister. We still dealing with you. We ain't done.
No, I think you meant something.
What?
Like, I would never suggest I would
All right. Why only in church though? Why not go around the world, you know what I'm saying, in a dress? Why you only gotta wear?
Why can't I wear a dress when I'm walking up down the street?
You know, you're only supposed to wear a dress.
Why can't I wear pants when I'm walking down the street?
Because God said so. We just read it. Oh, so you trying to say God's word is shit? That's what you're saying?
No, it's stupid.
It's stupid. Damn. Look how you sounding. You now you're saying God's word is stupid. Well, let's go to Sirach 26. Go to Sirach 26. You say God is stupid and his word is shit. So let's go to the woman, the shameless woman. Go to the shameless woman. This is a verse that said what? Thou shalt what? See, that's our people. We don't know.
Commend men. When a man is in presence, they should. Wait a minute.
No. Keep going with the law you was just gonna say. You say thou shalt commend men to do what?
When a man is in presence, thou shalt woman something be quiet or some shit like that.
A man should be quiet or a woman should be quiet.
A woman should be quiet
in the church, right? That's what it. Right. No, it didn't say in the presence of. See, you got it all, but you don't read the Bible, sister. It didn't say in the presence of a man. It said in the church. When we're, you know what I'm saying, when we're amongst our people congregating, or when these prophecies, the woman should be. Well, we're going to get this verse first. All right, let's pull that up there. Scratch that. Let's get that verse real quick. We're going to show you something. See, now when you deal with the Most High, the Most High wants you to come humble. You can't come and act like you know what I'm saying, you know it all. Because you could have threw that, you could have turned that sister away from hearing the Lord's word. No, I'm saying that's the spirit of rebelliousness according to God. Because you said why can't I wear pants? But God said don't do it, sister. Regardless of what God said, right? You think that okay? Let's get 1 John. We scratching her scripture. She said God loves. He still loves her. All right, let's get 1 John 2 and 4. Let's get 1 John 2 and 4. You know what I'm saying? Because that's the problem with our people. We think we know everything. We think God loves. We learned that in the Christian church. Let's see what 1 John 2 and 4 says.
1 John chapter 2 and verse 4. He that saith, I know him, and keepeth not his commandments.
The commandments of wearing dress and women not wearing pants. It said if you go ahead. No, I'm not. I do the you know what I'm saying? I edify out here. He reads. You know what I'm saying?
He that saith, I know him, and keepeth not his commandments is a liar.
So if you don't keep God's commandments by not wearing damn pants, God say you are a liar. Read.
And the truth is not in him.
And they say the truth is not in you, sister. We're trying to teach you that the Christian church, the ways that they taught us, is all lies, sister. That's what we're trying to tell you. No, I didn't say you was wrong. I said no. That's what you're supposed to wear, modest apparel, according to God. But you saying, why can't I just wear damn pants when I want to? You can't, according to God.
So if I wear some skinny legs or whatever,
some damn tights, underwear. That's considered underwear. Yeah, tights. Let's get 1 Timothy 2 and 9. Let's get 1 Timothy 2 and 9. See you. Hey, now you're thinking of a damn librarian, right? My wife looked like a librarian, right? She got glasses. She just sit in the corner shivering, right? No, man, we got strong women of Israel, man. When you see men with Bible, don't think you see choir boys that you know what I'm saying, won't do a damn thing. We'll, you know what I'm saying? If somebody come up and disrespect, we'll defend ourselves. You know what I'm saying? You see what I'm saying? Let's get that real quick. Let me show you what God's the role of a woman. 1 Timothy 2 and 9.
1 Timothy chapter 2 verse 9. In like manner also that women adorn themselves in modest apparel.
He didn't say go and be a hoochie mama. He said adorn yourself in modest apparel. Go ahead.
That's right.
With shamefacedness and sobriety.
Shamefaced. Don't be all prideful and, you know what I'm saying, all out. You know what I'm saying? That's what, read.
And sobriety.
And sobriety. Go ahead.
Not with broided hair or gold or pearls or costly array.
Go ahead.
But which cometh women professing godliness in good works.
And that's how they profess godliness in good works. You know why? Because the younger sisters will see you and see you don't have your ass cheek showing, and they won't try to conduct themselves in that way. They won't conduct them. Do you put eyelashes on them and lipstick and makeup? You put eyeliner on. How old are you? How old are they? Your daughter. You say you had 2 daughters, right? Okay, so how old are they? Let's get. Because we want to bring out something real quick. Like how old are your daughters? They're young, right? And do you teach them to wear, you know what I'm saying, face makeup and you know and everything?
I don't wear makeup. I just put my.
I said your kids. Do you teach your little daughters?
But I don't wear makeup.
Oh, okay. So you teach them to go up in the ways of the Lord, right? You don't get them like small little, you know what I'm saying, cut off little daisy dukes or nothing, right?
No.
Okay, so you're not supposed to do that. See, that's what we're trying to bring out to you. In order to profess godliness, you have to show the younger women how to, you know what I'm saying, conduct themselves in this wicked society today, according to God. That's what we're trying to tell you, sister. Because the sisters, they'll want to take on the ways of of the elder women. Read this real quick. Check this out real quick. See what God says.
Leviticus chapter 19 verse 29.
Go ahead.
Do not prostitute thy daughter to cause her to be a whole.
Yeah, you think that's real read. That's what happened to me too when I first heard this. I was like, what the hell is God talking like that? Listen what the Bible says. Come look at it. Come look at it. Come look at it real quick. Now that's that rebellious spirit right there. That's that rebellious spirit. That's that rebellious spirit. Go ahead.
Leviticus 19 verse 29.
Go ahead.
Do not prostitute thy daughter to cause her to be a whore. Listen, okay, now listen. Can I finish from there? Let me pause you right there, sis. This is now listen. The reason why we're out here, get your Bible, bro. Hey, listen, sis. Right, but the reason why we're out here is because this is not church. We've been lied to, sister. No. Listen.
Oh, what's going on?
We're not Christian, sister. Christianity is slave master's doctrine. And this is not religion. Right, this is not religion, sister. We have a history. What's your history? What's our history, sister? Where do we come from? Give Galatians 4:26. Where do we come from, sister? Because we're not American, sister. Sister, listen. America is United States of a corporation. Americans of business. We're not American, sister. We're American citizens. We're American residents. That's not our bloodline. And our bloodline's not black, like the brother just shared. No, it's okay. It's okay, bro. Don't say nothing. Get Galatians 4:26. So now, listen, we're getting this. We're not African American. We're not black, sister. It's okay. So we're out here to share. The Bible's a history book. It's not a religious book. You understand that? You hear what I just said? This is our history. Galatians 4:26 says we're not African. Now watch what God said who we are. Because Africans sold. Just listen, sister. Listen. We gotta listen. That's why we're given 2 ears and 1 mouth. Just listen, okay? The Bible's a history book. Africans sold Israelites into slavery. What did I just say? So who? No, it's not whatever, sister. You got to know this. It's our history. Africans sold Israelites into slavery. There's no Africans sold Africans. The Bible's our history book, sister. Now listen to this. Read.
Bring it up.
This is the book of Galatians, chapter 4, verse 26. Right. But Jerusalem.
Who?
But Jerusalem.
Right.
Which is above is free, which is the mother of us all.
Jerusalem is the motherland. Jerusalem, Israel. Okay, now how are we told through history in school, how did our forefathers, our parents get here? To the shores of America? You heard about slavery. Did you hear about slavery? You haven't heard about that? Okay, well, did Christopher Columbus discover America? We were told that in school, right? Well, we told that in school? We weren't. Now you want to play, you see? Okay, well, Deuteronomy 28. Get Sirach 28, man. It's all right, since we're trying to build with you, because you can't tell us you're black. You can't say you're African American. You can't say you're Haitian. You can't say you're Jamaican. You can't say you're Puerto Rican. You can't. No, these are landmasses. These are bywords. That's not your bloodline, sister.
Let me take a break.
Jamaica's land of water and wood. That's not a bloodline. Haiti means hell. That's not a bloodline. Dominican means Sunday. That's not a bloodline. Puerto Rico means rich parking lot. That's not a bloodline. African American, again, America's a corporation. That's not your bloodline, sister. So that's the reason why I said slavery, because they tell us what? Forget slavery, remember 9/11. Why is that? Because slavery identifies who God's chosen people are, sister. Everybody ain't go through slavery. Chinese man ain't go through slavery. African ain't go through. Chinese ain't go through slavery. The Arab man ain't go through slavery. Only the Israelites did. Deuteronomy 28:6. What you holding right now? Get Deuteronomy 26 there, because now she's listening, so it's all good. Listen to the sister. That's why they tell you forget about slavery, because it identifies who God's chosen. Everybody ain't chosen by the Most High God. Everybody ain't go through slavery. I said the Bible's a history book. It's not a religion. We've been lied to. Now today you're gonna get the truth, sister. That's why the Most High got you here. Read.
This is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28, verse 68. And the Lord.
And who?
And the Lord.
I'm talking about the Most High God. Most High God what?
Shall bring thee into Egypt again.
Shall do what?
Bring thee into Egypt again.
Now we can understand what Egypt means. The Bible speaks for itself. So we want to know what Egypt means. We're going to read what it says. Read.
This is Deuteronomy chapter 5, verse 6. I am the Lord thy God, which brought thee out of the land of Egypt.
Out of where?
Out of the land of Egypt.
We can understand what Egypt means. Read.
From the house of bondage.
From what?
From the house of bondage.
So bondage. Egypt means the house of bondage. So Egypt means like slavery or captivity or prison. So the Lord gonna bring, let's go back to 68 and say the Lord gonna bring thee to Egypt again, meaning a second time. Because when you read the Bible in Exodus, the children of Israel were in slavery. Listen, sister, I'm giving you history. I'm reading a scripture to you. No, you don't, sister. Listen. The Israelites were in Egypt in slavery in Exodus. So when God told Moses, let my people go, that was the first Exodus in Egypt. So I gotta finish this. After you finish the scripture, read.
And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again.
To slavery again.
With ships.
With what?
With ships.
With who?
With ships.
Cargo slave ships. Children of Israel are going to be brought into slavery again on cargo slave ships. They ain't going to teach that in school, sister. They ain't going to teach that in the church. Your pastor's not going to tell you that the Israelites came into slavery on cargo slave ships. That's you, black man, Hispanic man, Native American man in the shores of America. You the Israelites. That's the problem with our people. We don't know who we are. We don't know where we come from. Christ said, go to the Jews and wake up my people. So be smart, sister. Pull up your Google in your phone, your smartphone, and Google ghetto and Jews. And Google yokes of iron. Yeah. The Jews is where the ghettos where the Jews dwell.
Right here.
Right in the hood. Christ said, come out to the highways and teach my people.
Right.
Read, finish that.
Right. Deuteronomy 28:68. And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again.
And that's why this man pulled off, because he knows he's not Israelite. This Bible ain't for him. The Bible ain't for him. Read.
With ships.
With what?
With ships.
That's how we got here. Cargo slave ships. Read.
By the way whereof I spake unto thee.
Right.
Thou Thou shalt not see it no more again.
Thou shalt what?
Not see it no more again.
We ain't been back to our homeland. Bible says thou are going to see it no more again. You ain't going to see your homeland no more again. Read. And what?
And
there, and where? And there, and in your captivity,
Ye shall be sold.
Ye shall what?
Ye shall be sold.
See, in the church and in the classroom, the people don't interrupt the teacher. They don't interrupt the teacher in Christianity. They don't interrupt the teacher in school. They want to come out here and interrupt what his Bible got to say. We come in the hood reading the scripture ain't over yet, sister. Read.
And there ye shall be sold.
You shall what?
Be sold.
You shall what?
Be sold.
Who was sold in history? Who was sold into slavery? Was the Chinese man sold? Brother, was the Chinese people sold? The Bible said ye shall be sold. Who was sold? Your pastor never told you was sold, but your spirit don't want to deal with it. Read.
Unto your enemies.
To who?
Unto your enemies.
No, the Bible says that we were sold to our enemies. You never were told you had enemies, sister, in this Bible. Read.
For bondmen and bondwomen.
Okay, who are your enemies then? According to God, who's your enemies? Luke 1:68. Who are your enemies according to the Bible, sister? I asked you a question. You ain't pausing nothing out here, sister, because we try to build with you and you're not listening. We're not choir boys out here. We're not choir boys. Christ was an austere man. Why did they put Christ to death? Because he was austere. He was teaching these commandments. He said, I'm not sent but to the lost sheep of the house of Israel. Christ ain't come for everybody. That's why the Romans put him to death. Read.
It's in the book.
Luke 1:68.
What's your nationality?
I'm going to see what she had to say. Then we didn't do the what now?
What 98% of the people of the country will tell you. American.
Okay.
So
Wardrobe. Okay, that's a law. Okay, what's your nationality?
So your people wasn't originally from here.
Nationality. That's a color, sister. Can you catch a plane ticket to black?
German, Irish.
You can go to Tampa International and catch a plane ticket to black.
Born here, you're a citizen.
Well, see, our people are ignorant. Hey, for Jose 4:6. See, Jose 4:6. That's what the scripture come out how you respond, sister. This is the Most High God's word. Ain't our words. The scripture's gonna come out how you respond. That's it. Ain't my word. Hosea 4:6. Read.
This is the book of Hosea, chapter 4, verse 6. My people.
What?
My people.
I ain't telling the whole world. My people. You say your people. You go to you have your family reunion. You say your people. Is that talking about everybody's sister? No. Read.
My people are destroyed.
Are what?
Are destroyed.
Destroyed because you think you black, sister. Read.
For the lack of knowledge.
For what?
For the lack of knowledge.
Our people are destroyed because they don't know who they are. They call themselves black. You see what I'm saying? They call themselves African American and Cuban and Puerto Rican. That's not who you are.
I'm Boricua. I understand you.
You see, Puerto Rico was a Hebrew word.
That one, yeah.
You see that? That means sister from the Northern Kingdom. Your spirit bear witness, sister. Do you read English or Spanish? You read both? Okay, here, sister. You need to take a fire home with you. All praise to the Most High. See, we got people out here that love, that want to hear their nationality, man. We got to go ahead and get that to that brother there, man. It was, see, whether you're here for bad, man, it's people out here that want to know the truth. It's people out here that refuse to be lied to.
Even the spirit of truth, whom the world cannot receive, because it seeth him not, neither knoweth him, but ye know him, for he dwelleth with you and shall be in you.
Wicked powers trying to get ready for world domination, using a black president that made some bonds with Satan, trying to get it popping with us like they frying some bacon. The whole nation going gay, call it Obama-nation. Not trying to force no truth on you, I'm just trying to be patient. But y'all don't want the red pill, y'all so caught in the matrix. Most highest ages bringing truth and y'all trying to evade us. Every time we bring in that truth, people trying to debate us. This is Satan's playground, do not let him play you. Give him material and money, but money cannot save you. A highest elect gon' do whatever he say to. We trying to stay connected to him just like some cable.